y'all, good morning. This is gonna be a short video because I have to go somewhere and my charger isn't good, so I have to go get another charger. But this is part one. It's called Figure Out Satan's Tactics by Using Your Common Sense. Okay, now we all are born with the God-given gift of common sense. It's like a logical way of looking at things. Sometimes we have to look at things like on a higher level, but on a common sense level, we're all blessed with it. I think that when it comes to like celebrity and the secret transgender thing, we have to look at it on just like a common sense, logical point of view. Okay, like first thing I'm gonna talk about is Beyonce. And the reason why I'm gonna talk about Beyonce is because I used to be a diehard fan of Beyonce. I never was like in the beehive where I was just like, if somebody says something bad about Beyonce, I have to so strongly be like, oh no, you didn't. Well, no, I'm not like that, but I used to be just a big fan because I used to be a dancer years ago, and I used to sing and write. So it's like she really inspired me. I was like, wow, Beyonce, blah 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 blah. Okay, but when I found out about the secret transgender thing, it's like I started getting offended, and I look back, I'm like, wow, this person really is a liar. So let's look at it on a logical um point of view. Okay, now first with the heel thing, I talked about that in my other video with her wearing the heels. Okay, they said Beyonce used to run in heels when she was 6. Her father used to have her practice running in heels and stuff like that. They even show like childhood videos of her practicing and stuff like that. Okay, but let's just keep it real. Even if you were practicing in heels since you were younger, that's like your feet would be messed up already. Like I know a woman who's in my family used to wear heels a lot, and she has really, really bad problems with her feet because of the heels that she used to wear. So it's like you've been wearing heels since you were 6 to practice. That means your feet will really be messed up by the time you get like 18, 20, 21. So that doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? It's like what they do is they were able to get away with the secret celebrity transgender thing by doing it with celebrities because it's kind of like they're millionaires and in the forefront, so it's like they can just tell us anything and we just believe it. Like they want you to believe that Beyonce is just so great. She's just this superpower woman and she can perform and do tours while she's pregnant. But from a logical point, I mean, how many of you women at 6 months can do a full out show in heels without throwing up and getting sick? I mean, that doesn't really make sense, but they want you to believe that Beyonce is just this top notch woman that she can overcome it all. Another thing, like if you look at Beyonce's stomach, especially looking back in the Destiny Child days, like with Survival, that's not the stomach of a woman. They want you to believe that Beyonce just has like this perfect body. She's just this and she's just that. That's not how a real woman's stomach's gonna look. She has like the abs of a male, and I don't know if they removed the hips. So I mean the what do you call it, the hip bone or whatever, or the ribs, in order to make it kind of curve and go in, but it's not adding up. Another one on a live performance, she wore a bodysuit with hips on it. I think it was the world. It was like I don't remember which one it was, but it had like a big bow in the back, and it had like fake hips on it. She had another video where she was wearing, hips and fake hips. It's like real women don't do stuff like that. Another thing, if we seen a video of Beyonce, bending over and looked like she had a fake pregnant belly on, it's like that should have been like a wake up call then, not for us to be like, oh, she faking like she pregnant, she can't have babies. Because on a logical sense, just picture this: if you're a millionaire and you know you can't have kids, but you want to act like you had a kid, it's like when you just go and hiding for like 9 months and come back with an adopted baby and or a surrogate baby and act like that's your baby. Like, what real woman is gonna wake up in the morning and put on a fake belly to go in different sizes too? Because remember, you gotta buy different sizes because your stomach get bigger and act like you pregnant. Like that doesn't really make a lot of sense. That's kind of like crazy to me. People don't really look that. It really is kind of scary because it's like ain't no real woman gonna do that. The only way you gonna wear a fake belly like that is to pretend I'm sorry, as if you're really a man. Like it's not adding up, and these people keep on getting away with it. And also another thing, it's like Beyonce, she performs like a tranny on, excuse me, let me watch it so they won't flag the video. She performs like a drag queen on stage, all overly sexual, stumping, swinging her hair back and forth. And if you go and look up some drag queen shows, that's how they perform, all over the top. Real women don't act like that, but they want you to think that Beyonce is just this outstanding, great performer, that she's just like the baddest and can't nobody compare to her. She's fearless on stage. It's like, and they have other videos of her talking about Sasha Fierce enters her when she performed, but let's just look at it and somebody told me this. One of my ex-boyfriends told me this a long time ago. He didn't like Beyonce because he thought like she was kind of like a witch or something like that. But it's like, imagine me. Okay, let's just pretend that we just cool and I'm just like a regular local performer, not famous, and I'm really shy, which I really am. But on stage I'm wild, and you're like, how do you do that? How do you perform on stage so wild and stuff like that? But you're so shy, and I'm telling you, well, I'm really shy, but before I go on stage, I raise my hands up, and it's a spirit that comes in me. I call her Sasha, and I'm just fearless all on stage, and it's if I fall and hurt myself, it's I don't feel it because Sasha is in me. You know what I'm saying? So it's really Sasha that takes over for me. It's like, I mean, come on, a logical sense. What would you think about me? You gonna think that I'm crazy, right? Or you gonna think I'm evil, right? Like it doesn't make sense. But because it's Beyonce, or because they're famous and celebrities, and people are like, oh yeah, 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 that's Sasha, that's our alter ego. No, it's not adding up. Like that doesn't even sound right. That sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? And my phone is getting low, y'all. So I'm gonna go, but I just want y'all to really think about that. Like it's not making sense. And there's certain pictures that like on Instagram, it's a lot better pictures than just on regular Google. Like went on Instagram accounts, looked at Kim Kardashian, look at Beyonce, and there's some pictures that make them look very masculine. But they do have apps. And I know apps, I've used apps before to make yourself look cuter. Like add on eyelashes, you can slim your face. You can do a lot of stuff to make yourself look more feminized. You know what I'm saying? They even show how Beyonce wanted to make it seem like she had a gap or whatever between her legs or whatever on a picture on Photoshop, make her legs look slimmer. So they know how to use the correct lighting. These people have top notch makeup artists to make them look like a whole nother person than what they are. They can get the best hair, you know what I'm saying? They can get top notch surgery. We can't do this. So we're just looking at it on like a surface level. But if like you use your common sense, it's like you can figure out the text. It's not adding up or making sense. This is part one. I have to go somewhere, get a charger. I'll come back and do other parts.